Okay. Weird. It's weird. It's YouTube. It's new rules. And good morning. I'm going to try to be as quiet as possible just because everybody else is still sleeping. But I wanted to jump on live and just kind of to see what everyone's up to and say hi to everybody. So, um, well, I'm up right now. I'm awake. My wife is up too. She's with me right now. I was going to live stream outside, but my nephew's asleep. I don't want to disturb his sleep. And I figured I would just hop in and say hi to everybody and just kind of chat it up a little bit until, at least for a little while. Not too long, not my usual 1 hour live streams or whatever. Let's see. I haven't done a live. It's going pretty good. I have a video vlog that's gonna drop after this live stream's over. I'm gonna have it premiere and yeah, just kind of show you guys what I've done in the last couple of days. But just all the stuff that's happened over the last 2 weeks, and getting closure, and just thinking about life, thinking about what I want to do going forward. Yeah. I was supposed to return back home today, but yeah, things got extended for another 2 days, so I don't fly back home until Sunday night, but I'll be back home in Phoenix, Arizona, Monday at noon. So I have an extra 2 or 3 days because Sunday during the day, I have all that day to do more things with the family before I head back home. So it's just been a lot of talking. Um, you'll see in the vlog. The vlog is just like the first couple of days, kind of like crunched together. And both my sister and I, we did go to the Thai temple where you we spoke with the grand monk of the temple, and after doing prayers for my mom, and he prayed for my mom, and he uh, basically he like talked to us about meditation and things like that, which is basically telling us that to at least try to meditate for like 30 minutes a day, focus on lighting and shining, so lighting in the mind, shining in the heart, and to meditate. um, there's an event at the temple this Saturday that we're going to go and attend, and meet other people that go to that temple. Glenn, I haven't seen you in a while, man. Welcome. I have not seen you since the days of what's that app? I appreciate that, Glenn. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I took it really hard. Like, I'll be honest with everybody. You guys probably thought I was weird on social media. I took my mom's passing very hard. You peek. Yep, that's right. That's right. I really love that app. But yeah, I took my mom's passing very very hard. So a lot of healing mentally, and I'm really really happy. I have an amazing support. My wife has been very 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 supportive, and a big part of the healing process. Like, I wouldn't be doing this right now because in that mind space that I was in, I was just really, really at the point of just giving up YouTube and everything, and with all the stuff that I've done on social media. And I just wanted to vanish away from everybody and just be like out of sight and not really, um, active on social media. But my wife has been very supportive of my feelings and trying to help me get through this. And I'm at the point right now where like I can openly talk about my mom and not cry and not feel crappy or anything like that. Yeah, exactly, Glenn. Um, so I mean, you'll see it in the vlog, in the premiere vlog of my time here in Hawaii, but um, I'll show you guys right now my my sister's altar built for my mom. So this is an altar that my sister built. You can see the photo of my mom right there, and the statue of Buddha, and the prayer rug. So you could do. My sister does her prayers for my mom, and that book right there, the monk gave us. It has the different chants, the different chants, and then it's translated in three languages. So that way, when my sister does her prayers, and when I do mine, like you know, we know the words. Um, in the Thai Buddhist culture, when someone passes on, it is believed that their spirit stays around us for 100 days. Um, and in that 100 days, when we do our prayers and uh, we do what is called tambon, which is a it's it's like prayers to my mom's spirit, and what we're eventually doing in that 100 days that her spirit would still remain here. She would then go to heaven. Is basically what happens. So sticking to traditions and customs, that's pretty much that's pretty much what we're doing. Um, it is for my mom. When I was younger, my mom tried to teach us some of her cultures, and uh, yeah, no, being a kid, we really didn't focus too much on that, you know. So both my sister and I have a lot of catching up to do on that aspect, and um, just for the culture, and just for my mom, because like I said, like we're like a Heinz 57 mixed plate lunch. um, I am Thai, also. Um, I am Lao, which are people from Laos, which is like right next to Thailand. My grandfather's from Laos. So, and then we have a mix of Chinese, Mongolian. So all that kind of comes from my mom's side. But I'm like right now. I'm at peace with it. I'm happy that she's resting. She's not suffering anymore. Um, that's what mostly affected me was just that knowing that my mom was not going to like be here for me to just sit down and talk to or sit down and have a conversation with. Like that was the thing that weighed heavy on me, and a lot of guilt, things that I could have done. Like one of the things was, and I'll share this with you guys. My the day that the day my mother passed, the night before I was supposed to call, because my auntie has been taking care of my mom, feeding her, and you know just taking care of her basically. And we always made arrangements uh, to Facebook call my aunt, and then my aunt would put the phone by my mom so my mom could hear me and my sister talk and see us. And so the night that I was supposed to call my mom, I got really tired that night, and I ended up going to sleep earlier than usual, and I slept. And the crazy thing is that the same thing happened to my sister. She fell asleep, and she Like it's just like we were both tired, and we were in two different areas, right? I'm in Phoenix, and she's here in Hawaii, and we experienced the same thing. We both ended up sleeping that night, and so we woke up the next morning. We're like, okay, well, we missed our call to call and find out how my mom is doing. So we both kind of thought the same thing. We're like, okay, well, it's nighttime over there when it's daytime over here. So we'll just call that night. And the shock that came through, um, where my aunt messaged my sister and told her that my mother had passed. So it was very hard. I took that very hardly because I was like, I could have gave one more conversation to my mom. I could have let her hear my voice one more time. I could have let her see my face one more time. I mean, before before the planned phone call to my mom, we had spoken to her 2 days before. So, and it's the craziest thing because my dad, uh, my father lost his mother, my grandmother, the same way. Um, he was working two jobs. His mom called him and told him that something was wrong. She felt something was wrong, and my dad was really tired from work, and he had told my grandmother to just go to bed and rest, and he'll see her in the morning for breakfast. And my dad went to sleep, and the next day when he woke up, he went to his mother's to go visit and to take her out to breakfast, and he found out she had passed away overnight. So I always wondered how my dad felt, and now I know how my dad felt. You know, so yeah, um, all this time, basically, I just been spending time with my family. I've been spending time with my sister. Um, I'm happy and thankful that my wife is here, and I never thought to come all the way back home to Hawaii to be around family and grieve together and help each other and be supportive of one another. My wife was the one, like, she was just like, "Do you want to go to Hawaii?" And she already had looked up tickets and everything like that. She booked tickets to come down this way. So I love my wife very much for that. When I'm not in my right state of mind, she's such a champion. She just like picks up the slack on everything and like doesn't even put it in my head that she's doing that. She just does it. And then she you know just takes care of me. So um, but yeah, we've been out here. My sister and I, we talk every night. We have a moment where it's just me and her, and we talk about what's in our mind, what we're feeling, um, to help each other kind of move forward, taking small steps forward to healing, and you know celebrating my mom, and having all those good memories I've had with my mom. And like the hard part was that we didn't, like, we were mostly raised by my dad, so that's what made it hurt a whole lot more. It was just we 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 feel like that we didn't have enough time in this world with my mom. We felt like that other kids can say that they had a real tight relationship with their mom, and at least for me, I can only speak for myself, but it felt like that I didn't. So like every time that I did be around, that I was around my mom, or the times that I lived with her instead of my dad, like I hold on to those memories. I hold on to them a whole lot. And my mother wasn't perfect. She made mistakes, and but I don't I don't focus on those things because they don't matter. The good times matter. The good moments that I have with my mother matters. It's all that matters. And she lives on through me and through my sister, and that's the main thing. Um, so yeah, uh, I don't know when videos on the channel are going to come back in full force. What I do know is, the things that I do on my own terms. Because, I mean, I also have a very wonderful job. I love my job. And, I've been away for a while and, just trying to get myself better. And, when I get back home, I'm ready to get back to work. I'm ready to, you know, just grind. I mean, we have the holidays right now, right? We have Thanksgiving in a couple of weeks. We have Christmas next month, New Year's. Um, so just a lot of things happening, and then around New Year's time, just going to visit my dad. That's the next trip that I'm taking is heading up to Oklahoma to my dad around New Year's, and then in March, right? March is what we're shooting for to come back down here with all
March,
the
April.
yeah, between March and April, coming back down to Hawaii with all the kids and for my son's graduation gift because he graduates high school this year. Well, this coming year, and I couldn't be proud. I couldn't be a proud. Like he's amazing. Um, I'm super proud, super proud of my son. All the stuff that he's done and whatever he chooses to do as an adult, whether he sticks with a cybersecurity company that he has an internship for, or he travels to Japan, to be a programmer for a game, whatever he chooses to do, like he's gonna have my unwavering support. I'm super proud of him. And so you know, while I've been here, I've kind of like super miss my kids. They're back home. The video call them every day and chat with them. So when I get back home Monday, to be able to see them, because I'll get home, you know, around noonish on Monday, and they get out of school at 2:55. So both my wife and I will be there to pick them up. Should be a nice surprise. And my kids have been doing great. They've been taking care of Velvet, which is my new dog. She's a German Shepherd. They've been taking care of. They've been taking care of her for a while, like for the time that I've been gone. So, anyways, yeah, like I said, I wasn't going to be live too long. Maybe I will go live again because um, once my niece gets back home from work and my sister is up, we are heading back up to the north side. So we are going up to Haleiwa to kind of just like walk around. There's a shave ice spot that's really good. That you know, because I mean, like while I'm here, doing the stuff that I'm doing with family and healing and just spending time together, we also turned this into we got to take my wife somewhere to for her to try something. And so she's been trying a lot. My niece the other day made a really badass like shepherd's pie. It was really good. She made that for dinner. But like I've been going after things that I normally eat. I appreciate that, Jose. I appreciate that a lot, man. And I love you too, bro. But yeah, we've been taking her to try things. So, I mean, you'll kind of see in the vlog. I'm about to put that to premiere here in like the next minute or so. So I'm actually gonna jump off this live, but I appreciate y'all for coming through and just hanging out for this brief moment and just kind of chatting it up with me. Um, there'll be some videos coming back, all that stuff. So just give it some time, and I'll have some videos posted up and doing what I normally do, but like on my own terms. So like how it's always been. But y'all stay blessed and where you guys are at. I'll leave you guys with this though. You know, like we have relationships. Relationships have ups and downs. Sometimes things are like super bad in that moment that it happens, and you know we we sever connections with our parents. Maybe they did something that we felt was like so foul that we just don't want to talk to them again. But keep this in mind though, because life is never guaranteed, and your time on this world is never guaranteed. So you know at least for yourself, to make amends with those, your parents, if they've ever done wrong to you. Make amends with them, not for their sake, but for your sake. And, you know, that way you're not living with so much burden on you. You can let the burden off your shoulders, and life will seem a little lighter and a little bit better for you. And you don't have to add one more thing onto your back to carry that, would hold you down and put you in a state of depression. So I leave that advice to everybody out there. To those that gave wishes on social media to me, thank you so much for that. Like, I really appreciate that. Um, if I didn't respond, it's not because I'm ignoring people. I read your comments on social media, your DMs. I've read them. I have. I needed a moment, so it's not that I ignored anybody. I read them and I appreciate them and I love you all for them. But yeah, I just wanted you guys to know that because I just didn't respond to anybody else, and I didn't want anyone to think that I was just like completely cutting people off. I just had to deal with my own shit. But I'll see you guys again. So y'all take it easy.